Hey, everybody. Thank you and welcome and all that stuff. Thank you for being here for Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Always glad to have you here. Always glad for you to be here. This is where we talk about what's trending in the market. And I've got something that I really want to talk about today in regards to an industry that I think that everybody should be in right now. I'm going to talk a little bit about it today, but I'm also doing a Friday 6 p.m. video on our YouTube channel that you need to tune in for. This could be a great opportunity for you guys to make money. So if you can hear me, by all means, please let me know in the chat, preferably with VV Nation. You don't need to tell me where you're tuning in from, but I just need to hear that you can hear me. You just need to know that you can hear me loud and clear. All right. That's a nice shirt, Glenn. Hey, Joey, did you pick this out or did I pick it out? I think I picked it out. Joey might have been with me when I went.
You did.
I picked it out.
You want to take this?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do that now so I can see my Facebook. Oh, dang it. So I can see my Facebook chat. Oh, I know. All right, so I can see the Facebook chat and the YouTube chat. So let's get it going. All right. A lot to cover today. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you'll be alerted when new videos or live streams like this come out. You don't want to miss it. Hit the like button if you feel that the information we're talking about today is useful to you. Don't forget to share this, all right? Share this with the people you know. If each one of you share this, we could double the amount of people that we have in the room right now, all right? So everybody take just a moment, share the live link, bring people. That's on Facebook and on YouTube. Jim says, I can hear you via iPhone. That's the best phone there is. Glenn, please do not take off your shirt here. I was thinking about it. All right, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. All right, I was thinking about it, but I didn't do it. All right, so you know something, with everything said, let's go get into what's going on. So I'm going to start off with some news stories real quick in regards to what's going on in the market. And there we go. First story, U.S. price that came out today. The producer price falls in July. Weekly jobless claims climb. So from the standpoint, I asked yesterday on AMA with Patrick and I, did you think that the fall in inflation or the news about inflation falling was a good thing or a bad thing? A lot of you said that it was a good thing. And I'm okay with that. All I still want you to know is that I did a video earlier during the week stating that I just didn't think that the market felt right. And are we poised for for the market to turn over, to start to find a level of a high? And could the market fall? And a couple of things. I think that the market has an opportunity right now after its nice ramp up to fall back a little bit, understanding that we have midterm elections coming. I think the market's going to run up until the midterm elections. After the midterm elections, keep in mind that the news is still overall all bad. Inflation may be falling, but it's still high. All right, just putting that out there. The Fed's going to keep raising rates. Oil is still at low supply. The demand is there. All of those different things. A war in Ukraine, tensions mounting up in China. A lot of macro things affecting the market, which in effect are affecting stocks. All right. So that's the only story that I have from the market perspective, is that because I think that was big enough news. The market's responding. Let's go into the software. The market's responding. Look at that. The Qs are down today. Again, I still feel that the market could be getting to a level of a top. I'm going to show you why. The spiders are up today, up 0.3%. The Dow is up about 0.4, and the VectorVest composite is up about 0.5%. So if we look at the four major indices to include the VectorVest composite, we've got a mixed market today. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the VectorVest software, we have an indicator. We have an indicator that tells us when the market is starting to look for a top. It's called the MTI, or market timing indicator. It looks at three different variables. It looks at the price of our VectorVest composite. It looks at the relative timing of the market, telling us if the market's in an uptrend or not. And it looks at the overall health of the market with our buy to sell ratio. All three are in the green today, but looking at all three of them together in one ticker symbol or one indice or one indicator, when this indicator, the MTI, gets to a level of about 1.6, the market is starting to look for a top. As I look at this and I go back to the stocks, let's go pull up all four of them on a graph And let's go see if the market is looking toppy or not. Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. Look at that. Today, the Qs did hit a 3-month high, but look at the pullback on the candle today. All right, let's go look at the S&P 500. It broke through its most recent level of resistance. Green candle that's solid means that the price right now is lower than the open. All right, let's go look at the Dow. Look at the selling pressure of the big wick at the top of the Dow. That's something we call the shooting star. Could be a possible reversal in the market. And then we'll look at the VectorVest composite showing the same thing. Shooting star pattern. Could be looking at a possible reversal. The only way to confirm that is with tomorrow's activity. All I'm telling you, the market is up. The market's moving higher. The run in the market is great. A lot of people have made money. All I want you to do is I want you to just be careful. Don't be afraid to take some profits on the stocks that you've made money on. Even if you take half off the table, you lock in the profits on half and you're still in on the other half, but you're locking profits in. And if nothing else, if you don't want to do that, tighten the stops on the stocks that you have. All right, so today we are looking at a mixed market where the Qs are slightly down. Everything else is up, but not running away up. All right, so Joey, put me on my single screen. With that, we have a guest today. He was our guest yesterday. He was a guest last week. He's the manager of our retirement department. His name is Jim Penner. Jim, hi.
Hey, Glenn.
How you about doing? That, Joey? All right. How about that, Joey?
Good work, Glenn. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing? Glad to have you back again.
Hey, Joe. Good to be here. Good to be here.
All right. So tell them a little bit about yourself and tell them what you got going on.
Yeah, I appreciate a few minutes here, Glenn. Thanks for having me on. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I wanted to talk really briefly, and actually a lot of what Glenn was just talking about is going to go into what I'd like to discuss with you. First of all, Glenn, if you could bring up the registration page. I'm going to be conducting a free webinar this evening or late this afternoon at 4:30 today. Would love it if you guys who are here want to join in. The 3 most effective strategies for managing your retirement portfolio. It's just a free webcast. I'm going to talk about the 3 core strategies that you need to know to be able to not only build and grow, but preserve your net worth, your capital. So I think it's very timely what Glenn was talking about. Yes, we got green across the board, except the NASDAQ is down a little bit here. But one of the things that we talk about in our retirement webcasts and our course and our coaching group, to me, what is the most important thing is actually capital preservation, right? Rule number 1 is protecting your money. So to Glenn's point, with that MTI where it is, with all of the potential macro headwinds that are coming, it's kind of important, I believe, to be ready, right? It's easy for me to tell you to be ready, 3 weeks ago when the market had bottomed from that November confirmed down call. But now is when you should be considering and understanding how to buy protected puts. Tightening your stops is it's helpful, I suppose, unless the market gaps. But the only real way to protect your portfolio, in my opinion, is to understand the idea of protected puts as insurance. I'm going to talk about that, talk about covered calls, good quality dividend stocks, how to build, grow, and protect your portfolio. So 4:30 today. Glenn, I guess the link is up there somewhere for them.
Yeah, Joey's got it. Joey put it in YouTube. For those of you who want it, it's
www.vectorvest.com/RPT webinar.
There you go. And Joey put it in the YouTube chat.
Cool. Thanks. And listen, even if you can't make it, go ahead and register for it, and you will get an email with the recording to watch at your convenience if you want to watch it. I just think it's a very important time to look, and I do agree with Glenn on a lot of what he was talking about. Protection. I just share, it's not a recommendation. I'm not telling you what to do. I can tell you that I'm short the Qs. I'm long the VIX. So I've got protection, and I've got things that I'm trying to accomplish here as well. So join me today, 4:30. If not, sign up anyway. We'll get the recording out to you. and help you build that foundation for your retirement net worth, how to build and protect it. So
And
I
if
think
you-
that's it, Glenn. Thanks for letting me come on and just ask folks to join me.
There you go. Again, Joey put the link in there for you guys. Click on the link. It'll take you to a page that looks like this, Joey. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. And from that page, put your first name, last name, email, phone number. And it's the only webcast that's here. It's a free webcast, folks. A free webcast.
Yeah, you'll just get an invite. Click on there, and hopefully we'll see you later on.
Thank you, my friend. Always love to have my guests from the education department on here. I always want to help them the best way I can in regards to what they're doing. It's not just me who's amazing, but he's almost as amazing as I am. So.
Yeah, just on what you talked about the overall market, I could spend 2 hours here talking with you, but I'm going to go. Thank you, everyone. Take care. We'll see you.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thanks, Jim.
All right. So with that, I'm glad that Jim showed up. Again, it's not just me in the department. There's a lot of other people in the education department. And anytime I can use this platform to help them out, it's a good thing. And again, folks, the webcast is free. The webcast is absolutely free. Go support him. And again, even if you can't show up, if you just register for it, you will get an email of the replay. All right. So with that, let's get back into what other things are going on in the market. I'm going to put us back into my web stories. Another web story we got going on today is BlackRock launches spot Bitcoin private trust for U.S. clients. Last week, that was a story that BlackRock was linking up with coin or bringing more. They were bringing more crypto to their users and crypto information and a spot Bitcoin private trust for U.S. clients. I think that BlackRock, this collaboration with BlackRock is why you see crypto on the rise right now. It is rocking and rolling. I don't know and I posted on Twitter, do you think that crypto is back? If you ever do want to follow me on Twitter, go to @GlennTompkins Jr. on Twitter. I tweet a lot of stuff outside of what we do here on VectorVest. Michael says, Glenn, can you tell me why CPT trading under book value, which is $11.29, and since earnings has gone up to $11.86, why is this trading under these prices? If it's undervalued, that's a good thing, Michael. You want to be in a stock that's trading undervalued, because what will happen over time is that price will rise to meet the value. That's what you want to have. So if it's trading under the value, that's a good thing. That means it's got some more upside if the market is still going well. That's the good thing. That's what you want to have happen. Now, I saw a couple of other things that popped up in here and says the market starts to look for a top only after a week we got the confirmed up. Beaver tail, keep in mind that the confirmed call is the slowest, most conservative timing call we have. So just because I said the market is looking for a top doesn't mean that the market is going to stop on a dime and start going lower. That's not what we said. Said the market is at a point where it's looking for a top, and the key words are there, looking for a top. Now, the market could be looking for a top from now until next week or next month. All that is a heads up indicator, and the higher it goes above 1.6, the sharper the pullback will be. Right now at just 1.6, if the market were to retrace today, wouldn't be a big retracement. The higher it is above that value of 1.6, then that's where you really start to see a big pullback. Now, David also said, describe the methods used to tighten stops. So I get that question asked a lot. When you say tightening stops, let me give you an example. Let's say that you're using a stop of a 50% gain and a 20% loss. Tightening stops means move that 50% gain to a 35% gain. So I'm tightening that stop, and on the 15% side, let's tighten it down to 7.5. That's what I mean by tightening stops, David. So that means that instead of using the existing stops that you have in place, you take less of a win, but you still lock in a win, but you're definitely lessening your loss as well. That's what tightening stops means. All right. Or if you're using a trailing stop of 10%, Maybe you now move it to a trailing stop of 7%. Again, you get out of your winners a little faster, but you get out of your losers a little faster as well. David, does that make sense? All right, David, does that make sense? That's what I'm talking about. Manju says up 12.25% on Mara in one day. Thanks, Glenn. Listen, it's not us. It's us using the software to be able to find that scenario. David, don't you use EMAs? I can't trade. I don't have a stop that I can use off of EMAs. So maybe if I'm using the 3 and the 8, I don't think I go any tighter than that. But if I'm using like a, let's say a 10 and 20 EMA to the upside, 10 to the downside, maybe I tighten that down to a 15.5 as far as EMAs. A 3 and the 8, I'm not going to tighten any much tighter than that. That's already tight, even whether it's on an end of day or an intraday basis. So I'm not going to tighten on a 3 and 8, but if I've got more than a 3 and the 8, then I can tighten on those exponential moving averages. All right. Good afternoon, Miss McClintock. Glad to see you here. All right. 200 likes and Glenn will change his middle name to whatever Joey decides. That deserves crickets. That totally deserves crickets. All right. What else I got going in the news? Hey, Bob, are you here? How about Senseonics reports a Q2 loss but tops revenue estimates? So interesting. Senseonics is an implantable device for diabetes for people like me, instead of having to prick your fingers. They recorded a loss in earnings, but they are selling more units because insurances are now going to cover the implantable device, which I think is awesome. All right, so keeping that in mind, Senseonics I think is a good play, especially they moved from being FDA approved for a 3-month implantable to a 6-month, and now they're working on a 1-year. Senseonics is definitely moving in the direction, and the insurance companies picking them up is definitely helping them as well. No? All right, so y'all better not put 200 likes up there because Joey wants to put my name Urkel. Heck to the no, that ain't happening. All right, and even if we get 200 likes, I'm taking some of them away. I'm only gonna make sure we got 199. All right, so I'm not watching, and as I'm watching the likes, they ain't going up. Nobody wants me to have Urkel. That's all I got to say about that. Now they're starting to want to go up a little bit. Joey is not setting my name to Urkel. That's just so not
pretty good. That's pretty good one.
That's not pretty good. I'm looking at what, 65 is starting to move up a little bit. We ain't getting to 200. I'm just starting to say. All right. I do like Senseonics as a play. How about this story? Did you know this? Did you see this? Disney tops Netflix on streaming subscribers. Type of 1 if you knew that. If you saw that story. Type of 2 if you did not know that. Type of 1 if you heard that story. Type of 2 if you did not. Interesting. Netflix being the big boy out there for the longest time as far as streaming, and now the space is getting crowded. How about I showed the story yesterday that Walmart is thinking about getting into the streaming side of things. I see a mixture there between 1 and 2. To me, that's news. And with all of the stuff that Disney is going through on a political standpoint and Disney tops Netflix on the streaming subscribers and sets higher prices, which means people not only are moving to Disney, but they're willing to pay higher prices for it. John says Walmart needs to get into streaming bacon. Amen to that. I'll clap my hands to that. Amen to that. And if that happens, you know what'll happen if they stream bacon? They're going to take off like an airplane, baby. Ooh-wee. That's only because Glenn likes bacon. That's only because Glenn likes him some bacon. All right, so I'm looking at Disney and Netflix in my list today. How about this? And this is what I'm really excited about. And I've got a video. I recorded it today. I got a video coming out tomorrow, the 6 p.m. video on YouTube talking about lithium. All right, we did a story. Patrick did a story 2 months ago, almost 2 months to the day, about lithium. I'm going to show you what that watch list of stocks has done up until now, and I'm going to tell you why you need to consider buying lithium stocks now. But how about this? GM paying Livent $198 million for guaranteed lithium supply. Why? Because EVs need lithium batteries. And not only am I going to talk about lithium stocks, I am going to address how lithium affects the environment. You don't want to miss that video tomorrow. It is going to be the 6 p.m. video. If you have already clicked the bell icon, you will be alerted when that video comes out. Folks, this is one of the video that I am super excited about that you've got to look at. All right, Glenn, you look good in pink. Very compliment. It ain't pink. It's light maroon. It ain't pink. Where's that? It's not pink. All right, I'm glad we got that taken care of. All right, and another story on lithium. Battery and energy metal stocks becoming more critical as demand increases and supply falls. I'm telling you, folks, we gave you an opportunity to get on lithium stocks back in June. I'm going to show you how much they're up since Patrick did the story, and now you're going to get another opportunity, and I'm going to provide you with a case on why these are stocks that you've got to be able to take advantage of. Roger says, laugh out loud, there's no such thing as light maroon. Yes, it is. I just said it. It's light maroon. Dagnabbit, it's light maroon. Bacon is my favorite too, says Rick on Facebook. You don't just like bacon. I think you love bacon. I do love bacon. Real men wear pink. Sigh. I can't deny that, but it's light maroon. It's light maroon. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so those are my main stories for today. Let's get into my listing. Markets. We looked at the markets. We looked at as of today. And again, the market's been on a nice run going up, right? Market's been on a nice run, but we all know that everything comes to an end at some time, and I'm not being a doom or gloomer. I am telling you to just be prepared. Monday's video, Tuesday's video told you to just be prepared. Be prepared. That's all I want. Because every time we say, you should have done this, you say, well, you tell us after the fact. I'm trying to keep you in the loop right now to prepare you folks. That's all that I'm doing. Hey, Glenn, what do you think about copper? Pamela, I'm not feeling that copper's the right thing right now. I like it. What have we done? We've done uranium. We've done lithium. We've done copper. What did Russell do? Russell did he do nickel, Joey? He did nickel? I think he did. So we've covered a lot of the commodities.
Nickel, gold, yeah.
Nickel and gold. So I think we've covered on our YouTube channel just about all of the major commodities. And right now, copper, as much as I think copper should be rock and rolling because they are used in electronic devices as well, just like lithium is used in car batteries, for some reason, I'm not feeling it. Palladium is another hot one. Palladium I like. I do like palladium. Pork kills. I know that pork kills, but I still like, I smoke. Smoking kills too. So I got the high blood pressure, the diabetes. I eat the pork. I smoke. I'm all jacked up. But you know something? I'm loving every single day. I'm blessed to live another day, and I have fun in each and every day. All right, Doug. Yeah, I like palladium, but I'm not as big on copper right now. So that's my answer to you, Pamela, in regards to copper. Maria says you're a time bomb. Yes, but I'm a time bomb of joy, baby. Woo! Yes, I'm a time bomb of joy, and I love each and every minute of it. All right, let's go to my next one. Big stock news. What are your picks in copper, uranium, and nickel? I am more, you know something, uranium is a tough space to be right now. Right now, I do like lithium. Maybe I'm going to do a story, Rajiv, on all of the major commodities that are out there that we've done videos on and compare them all. How about I might do that next week? What do you think? You think I should do a commodities video next week? And if I do, will you watch it? That's the other side of it. All right. If I do a commodities video next week, will you watch it? And if you don't watch it, if you ain't going to watch it, I ain't going to do it. How about that? So I got to say about that. No. If you ain't going to watch it, I ain't going to do it. If you're going to watch it, type a 1. If you don't care, type a 2. That'll let me know what I need to do about palladium next. Not palladium, or what I need to do about commodities next week. I want everybody. All right. I promise I will watch it. So Joey, that might be the Tuesday video next week, comparing all of the commodities that are out there. That might not be a bad video. All right, that may not be a bad video. I may just do that. All right. So the big news, there's Netflix and Disney. Disney has overtaken Netflix as far as subscribers. I got BlackRock and coin in here from the crypto side, my lithium stocks, and I'm looking at also Senseonics. Let's go take a look. So these are the stories that made these are the stocks that made the big news. Let's go look at these on a 3-month graph, see what they look like. There's Netflix. All right, Netflix is moving a little bit of a shooting star pattern right there. Could they be turning over as well? The 3 and 8 has been solid since they crossed here. Could they be slowing down a little bit? Keep your eyes on that. BlackRock, I think what BlackRock did with crypto, trying to get crypto, it's pushed up BlackRock, but it's definitely pushed up crypto as well. Germany is going to have nuclear energy soon. They are hurting on electricity. You know something? I wouldn't discount that. When we did uranium, we did a story. Part of the story was looking at all of the upcoming nuclear power plants and nuclear generators that were coming up. If you hadn't watched that video, if Joey can find that video, he's going to put that link in there. But we talked about the upcoming orders for generators, nuclear generators, and for nuclear power plants across the board. Folks, we do a lot of content on our channel, especially if you're new. This is why I say you need to subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of stuff up there that covers a myriad of different things. There is a reverse bearish divergence in MACD in the Netflix. I'm not looking at MACD, but I will. Uranium. It was the uranium video. I forgot what I named it. Was it the other? Something like oil, but something else. It's one of the big ones that we've had so far this year. Can I take the mouse for a second?
Yeah, you got it.
All right. So, yeah, check out that uranium video. It talks a lot about what's going on in that space. There's Disney. Wow, look at the jump on the news that they overtook Netflix, but a lot of people are taking some profits on it. The 3 and 8 are still solid, though, and look at the volume. Big, nice volume on that. Lithium. You're going to, and I'm not going to talk a lot about it here, but that video is going to open up your eyes to what's going on with lithium, and I want you to keep your eyes on it. Here's a stock. Most recently, the 3.8, even on the pullback, the 3.8 held, broke through a level of resistance. Let's go see if it can hit up to the 3-month highs. That's LTHM coin. And you would think that with the collaboration with BlackRock, some crypto is moving up, like the miners are moving, like Mara and Riot and Hut. They are all rock and rolling, but coin is not. Today, big down day, a little bit of a bearish engulfing. Watch the 3 and the 8 on it. End of day, still good. I got a level of support sitting at 81.16. Until it breaks through there, I'd say still leave it alone. And the last stock on the list is Senseonics. Big spike, a big wick here, a lot of selling pressure, but the 3 and 8 still solid. Remember, they did get approved for the 6-month implantable. They're working on the 1 year. But the big news is that insurances are picking up the whole idea of excuse me, who belches on live TV? Well, I do. You got to belch, All right. With the insurances picking up the implantables, the paying for it, that's going to be big for Senseonics, as you can see. So let's go see if it can get back up. It's only a $2 stock. See if it can go back up to that 3-month high. All right. So those are the big news stocks that hit. Hottest industries. Now, this is going to be interesting. This is another reason why I feel that the market is getting toppy. You know that I have a search that I love. Which helps me to understand what's going on with industries and if they're really moving. I'm going to run it as of today. Now, what I'm looking for is the industry price. This is sorted by industry price over the last 10 days, that the industries are rock and rolling. But the other side of the coin is I want them to be moving over the last 20 days as well. And what I'm looking for is not only are they moving up over the last 20 days, but are they continuing to move higher on the last 10 days? Look at this. Crypto stocks up 77% over the last 20 days. You look at the last 10 days and go, whoa, it's up 32%. but over the last 20 days, it's losing momentum. Retail department stores up 36% over the last 20 days, only up 20% over the last 10 days. So without this information of looking back 20 days, we as investors in the market can look at it and just go, hey, these are moving. All of this tells me that they're losing momentum over the last, and the market this is another reason why I feel that the market is showing signs of being toppy. Does everybody in the room understand what they're looking at right here? Type a 1 if you understand that this shows me that the market is losing momentum. Type a 2 if you don't understand what you see right here. And again, I think that the way that we present information from the VectorVest system, folks, nobody else is telling you this. Nobody else has got the wherewithal to do what I'm doing right here. Pamela says no. So Pamela, these industries are up nicely over the last 20 days. But if I'm an investor in the market and I'm looking for the momentum in the market, then I should see them also doing better over the last 10 days. But they're not. They're all falling off of their 20-day movements. The market is showing signs of slowing down. The market is showing signs of flattening out. The market is showing signs of possibly getting close to a top and ready to pull back. I think many are getting overbought. And you know something, Michael? I'm with you on that. With the market moving up the way that it was and people were throwing money into the market to buy stocks because the stocks were moving higher, absolutely they were putting money in the market, pushing those stocks prices higher, and actually could have been pushing into a point of being overbought. Absolutely. All I'm saying is you as investors need to pay attention to this stuff so that if the rug gets pulled out from under you, because you're part of VV Nation, you won't be blindsided. Does that make sense to everybody? I don't want you to be blindsided. I want you to be profitable in the market. And sometimes I'm not going to always tell you what you want to hear, but I am going to tell you all what you need to hear to make sure that you're protected. Because when it does happen, I don't want you to come back and say, well, you didn't help us to prepare for this. Oh, heck to the no. This is what we're here for. We're here to help you. All right. So I'm not finding any industries right now that telling me that I want any stocks to look at from this perspective. All right. Let's go back to the viewers tab. Short-term plays. Now, I always provide you with short-term plays. When I'm looking at short-term plays, this is stocks that I'm not holding for very long, probably for a couple of days. Let's go back to last week's short-term plays right here. Let's go see what they did from last week. So I go through a search. I cherry pick stocks for you. I got you 8 stocks from a short-term play last week. Let's go back 1 week. A week ago, Thursday, which was the 4th. These were the stocks. Let's go see what they did from last week when I gave them to you. Let's quick test them. Oof, they're down compared to the market. All right, but look at that. GBT, who did they get bought by? Does anybody remember who they got bought by? If you remember, who did they get bought by last week? Anybody? How many of you were paying attention? Sigh. It is sector rotation, Glenn. Gold Cross. Rotating into what? If nothing is moving, rotating into what? And I'll tell you what it's rotating into, if you want to call it from that perspective. I talked a little bit about it yesterday on AMA. People are rotating into safer stocks, value stocks. Nobody remembers what there you go, Michael. It was Pfizer. Pfizer bought it last week. Haas said the same thing. You guys do listen. I want to make sure you guys pay attention. Rick says, did you read my statement? ST Microelectrics and Global. No, I did not. Where did you put that? You put that on the website, on our YouTube, Rick. Mark says 20-day 50% move from 100 is 50, and 10-day is 33% move is the same amount from 150. I don't get that. I ain't getting that. I don't understand what you just said, Mark. I'm a little slow, especially when it comes down to numbers. But look at some of the other stocks that I gave you short terms. They got their butts kicked. Good Lord have mercy. So do I feel bad? No, because I always tell you from these short-term plays, they're going to be more aggressive. They're going to be more speculative plays. Let's go look at the short-term plays for this week. Let's go see what I got. Let's stream. Here they are. And a lot of these are going to be some of my drug stocks. Oh, no, these are all price boomers. These are all stocks that are up today. nicely today. Let's go see 1, 2, 3. Let's go take a look at the top few of them. Right click, view the stock graphs. Let's go look at them. Short-term plays. These stocks are up nicely today. Let's see if they got legs. And we're going to make a decision. Do you think that these stocks have legs going into the week for the next couple of days? Let's go see. Oof. Yeah, it's a big mover today, but I'm not feeling warm and fuzzy about it. I got a level of resistance right there. It stopped right there today. I'm not feeling that. I know that it's a big mover today. Ooh, how about VCSA? I do like that. Nice gap up. Nice open body on good volume. Was it an earnings play? Yes, it was. Nice move on it. I do like that after the stock's price has been beaten down so much. Earnings comes in, people likes it. This may not be a bad short-term play. All right, next stock in here. Veru. This is also another earnings issue today. Big wick at the top. Wasn't able, even though the 3-8 cross wasn't able to get through this level of resistance of 1639, came back today. It's got 2 levels to get through. Not only the 1639, but the 3-month high as well. I'd be careful with this one, even though it's a big mover today. Same thing with Cassie. Nice big move today, but I'm not feeling all of these as far as elongated short-term moves. Big news driving these. A lot of give back, a lot of volume, but a lot of give back on that stock. Same thing with this NOTV. So this is why when a lot of people look at it and they say, man, we got to take advantage of those stocks that are moving up bigly today. This is why I look at these from a short-term perspective. Not all of them seem like they're going to have follow-through. HYFM, a nice 3-8 crossover on good volume. Earnings play as well. Let's go see if it's going to have some legs going up. So my short-term plays, even though they're up nicely today, not all of them look like they're good that I would want to hold on to a longer time. Swing trade plays. All right, so these are stocks I'm trying to hold a little longer, right? Let's go. Do I have swing trade picks for last week? I do. All right, these were my swing trade picks from last week. Somebody in here said, you don't talk enough about swing trades. So here's my stocks I cherry picked for you from last week from swing trade. Let's quick test them from last week until this week. Look at that. All because of one stock, SWAV. How many of you actually pay attention to some of these picks that I give up to you? Type a 1 in the room. If you don't and you bypass them, type a 2. How many of you actually pay attention to some of the picks that I pick out? And these are cherry picks for you. So this is all based off of really one stock that moved last week. That was SWAV. The other stocks that went down didn't go down a lot, but they did go down. DGII was a stock that I like. EMPH is a stock that I did like. Looks like a lot of you do pay attention, which is awesome. Eric says no, he doesn't pay attention, and that's fine. But 2 stocks almost went up double digits. Mod almost went up. It was 9.64%. But out of the 8 stocks, only 2 stocks made money. Remember, they are designed for swing trade picks. Let's go see what swing trade picks I got for you today. And I normally use the Midas Touch search to find these stocks. Let's go stream these. My collection of stocks Glenn gave us in the last 20 days are up by 10%. Nice way to go, Lou. I like that. Eric says, I will pay attention. Now, keep in mind, when I give you these stocks, they're designed for you to take a look at. And if you can time them and get in, by all means, take advantage of that. Michael says, I noticed 6 is down on miss on earnings, but the companies don't even have a book value. But I also noticed has a list of insider buying from the highs to the lows, which still has a PE. So without even going into all of that, a lot of the stuff that I pick for you is looking at our indicators and looking at the graphs. I try to make it real simple without you having to do the work. Remember, we do the work, you reap the rewards. I try to do the majority of the work for you. That's why I cherry pick the stocks. Let's graph these stocks. These are my swing trade picks going into the week. Let's go see what I like. Clearfield, good gravy. That's a good looking stock, folks. Bottom left, top right, I like it as a swing trade as long as the market is moving higher. Martin, bottom left, top right. As long as the market is going higher, I like that. Bottom left, top right. Somebody said that they made good money on SIGA. I talked about SIGA a couple of times, and I'm still talking about it. The stock is still moving. Look at that, 3-month highs, no wick at the top, so trading at the session highs. I'm liking the stock as a swing trade pick. Swap, this is the stock that one of the only stocks that went up nicely from last week. I like it as a swing trade pick. How many of you, just as I go through, how many of you like these as swing trade picks? Type a 1 in the room. I type of 1 in the room. And if you don't like them, you think there's a lot of other stocks out there that are better, type of 2. But I cherry pick these stocks for you. If you like these, just looking at the graphs, folks, if you like these as swing trades, all I'm telling you is to put them on your radar. Put them on your radar. Rob on Facebook says, surely if an industry has gone up 70% over the last 2 weeks and increased 35% in the last week, this shows constant rate of change over the last 2 periods. It does show a rate of change. But is the rate of change on the positive perspective enough for you to still want to get into them, Rob? Or is it enough for you to say, oh, they're up, but they're losing momentum? What do you think is going to happen if I get into it now? That's what the purpose behind that is, Rob. So, yeah, even if I've got crypto that's up 32% this week, all right, or over the last 2 weeks, if it's losing momentum over the last 20 days to now, how comfortable are you still in buying stocks in that space? That's the purpose of me bringing that to the table. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. So those are my swing trade picks for this week. Speculative plays. Now, my speculative plays are low dollar stocks that are moving up on volume in a search called teeny boppers. Let's go look at my speculative plays from last week. All right. Let's go see what they look like. Here's 8 stocks. Let's go back 1 week. Let's go see what remember, speculative plays tend to be stocks that have RVs and RS both below 1s. All right. But they're normally in an uptrend. All right. A lot of these are going to be overvalued. That's why all of this comes back to being speculative plays. All right. These are more aggressive plays. Let's quick test these. What happened? 1.36, a little behind the market. VT up 11% since I talked about it last week. PXS up 8%. TC. So out of these, 4 winners, 4 losers. The big loser was GERN, down 15%, but we were able to keep up pretty much with the S&P. 4 winners, 4 losers. All right, let's go look at the speculative plays that I've got for you this week. All right, let's stream these. My speculative plays this week, clean energy, pay sign, boy, another clean energy. Here's some drug stocks are in here. And notice that the RVs and RSs are both below 1, but they are in uptrends right now. Out of them, the majority of them are buy recommendations. So I do like them from the perspective of being speculative plays. Go on the 1-month graph. Sun W, bottom left, top right, down day today. I wouldn't buy it today, but I do like the stock's price moving up, RT moving up, and volume moving up. Just a down day today. Let's go to the next one. Wow, pays. Look at that. Moving up, trading at 3-month highs, above average volume. RT is still good. Bottom left, top right. BWEN. And remember, all of these relative values and relative safeties are below 1, so they are speculative plays. But I like the equity curves. I do like the equity curves. Look at that. TCRR, good gravy. OSG, oof. PMCB. Watt, be careful with that closed bar. Down day on AKTX, I would wait. CNET, I'd wait a little bit on that one as well. And VT. I like these plays for the most part. There's a couple of them I would tell you to wait on. All right. Now, for those day traders out there, I know this is trending Thursday, but those day traders out there, and I'm not going to quick test from a week ago. If these are day trades, I want you to look at them today. So I'm going to graph them. Wow, look at WTI. From a day trade perspective, I'm looking at intraday 5-minute bars. It's been giving you opportunities to buy all throughout the day. If I want to the market still has about an hour and 15 minutes left to give me some opportunity to buy. I'm looking at 5 cents higher than the high to get in. All right, but it's still giving me, the stock has been giving me opportunities to get in all day. So is ADV. I don't like the lack of volume on some of these bars, but the stock's price is definitely moving higher. CYH made its money this morning and hasn't been able to recover since. Doug says, fan, tan, lit, clean energy there. And Doug says day trade on Riot. Lee says 33% on WTI. I like that trade, and it's giving you opportunities to get in. OPRX, not feeling that as a day trade. It looked good earlier this morning, but not now. MAPS, could be giving me another opportunity as long as it goes 5 cents higher than the high today. And those are my day trade picks. And then last but not least, I'm going to get into my picks. This is Glenn's picks for you. And today it's going to be on the lithium space. These are the 7 stocks that I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's video. All I want to tell you is that on a mixed day, all of these 7 stocks are going up today. I'm going to show you one other thing. Let's go look at the moving average of these stocks over the last 6 months. Look at the move. Look at the move. I'm telling you that these are stocks that you actually probably need to pay attention to. All right. And I'm going to prove the case to you tomorrow on the 6 p.m. video. And Joey, put me on my last screen. That's where I'm going to be at. That's where I'm going to be at. Now, Doug and Jacques, you putting in stocks that you want us to take a look at. On our YouTube page, we have a post out there for stocks for me and Patrick to look at next week on afternoon market action. Put those stocks in there. Put those stocks in there, and Patrick and I will take a look at them next Wednesday. All right, I'm done. All right, we got a lot covered in a short amount of time, and we had a guest on. Folks, my whole thing here on Trending Thursday is to show you what's moving, but also to prepare you for what's going on in the market so that you can take a look behind the scenes and don't be like everybody else who doesn't have the system, the VectorVest system, to just be caught up in the flashy red lights, flashy blight lights. I want to make sure that you guys are prepared. So be in a cautious mode right now. Don't be afraid to take half off the table, or make sure you tighten stops. I don't want you to get blindsided. Let everybody else get blindsided, not VV Nation. You guys have a tool to keep you from being blindsided. Stephanie says, can you show us the swing trade stocks of the week? Joey, put me back into the program real quick. The swing trade stocks of the week. Let me go take a look real quick. What do I've got? Swing trade. And there they are. All right. And the lithium list, Mirror, make sure you watch tomorrow's video. All right. The lithium list is going to be the 6 p.m. video for tomorrow. It's going to be the 6 p.m. video for tomorrow. But just, so that's, hopefully you took a picture of the swing trade stocks, and here's my picks, which are the lithium picks, Mura. Even though I'm doing the video on them, here's the 7 stocks for lithium. Pay attention to them. Watch the video tomorrow. Watch the video tomorrow. All right. So with that, I'm done. Link for tomorrow's video. It won't be up until it's ready, Curious. And you, as long as you're a subscriber and you push the bell icon, you can put me on my last screen again, Joey. As long as you are a subscriber and you clicked on the bell icon, Curious, you will get an alert. You will get an alert, and it will tell you. All right, folks, how many likes did we get? 95. Well, there we go. Joey cannot change my name, baby. We only got 95 likes. So there's no changing of the name today to Urkel, especially. So there we go. There you go, MASH. Nobody got your 200 likes, and I wasn't going to let us get 200 likes. But if you did like the content, hit the like button. I love bringing these videos between Patrick and I, folks, in our live streams and everything. Thank you so much for supporting it. That's why I want you to, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. All right, I got to go. Adios. Arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya.